I'm Toni, and this is your daily tarot reading. So let's see, what messages does the Oracle have for us today? Just right on time. Did y'all see that? Oh, what a way to start a week, y'all. Abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, and bliss. I mean, I'll take it. That is the best way to start the week. So let's see what the tarot has to say about that. So, I mean, when we see abundance, it's either you're working on abundance, you're focusing on abundance, or abundance is well on its way towards you. Now, could be that you have an abundance block. Let's find out. Let's see, what does the past have to say for about this? What do we need to know that comes towards us from the past that is impacting our abundance? We got actually 3 cards. We'll go ahead and look at them all. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is literally like blocking. Do you see how he's sitting on top of his treasure? He's like not letting it out. He's like almost caged or I'm sorry, imprisoned here. So he's very literally blocking his abundance. We have the High Priestess, and this is the connection to the higher self. And so this, by the way, is also Gemini, but this is the energy of having an abundance block because you're not trusting your intuition to guide you towards your wealth or your abundance. And this, I didn't even see the 3rd card, the Ace of Pentacles. Literally, this is a very old, something that this is from your past. You have always been, I don't want to say always, but you know, when it came to what your goals and intentions are, when it comes to career, finances, wealth, money, things such as that, you've always been very driven or focused or known at least what it is you would like to accomplish. But for whatever reason, you just either, it's like you lack the motivation or the drive or even the skill set or the opportunity. Okay, there's some type of block there. That's what we mean when we say a block. You know, it could be from you. You could just be not wanting to get up and try, or you have the want but not the motivation. Okay, or you don't have the skill set, or perhaps the opportunity hasn't been given to you. That's all this is. Well, this comes from a mental block to the higher self. This is not trusting yourself. And honestly, this is more than likely a energetic block. What it is that, let's say you're ready for those $10,000 months, right? Like you've gotten past the 5,000, 7,000. Now you're about to hit that, next level, which is $10,000 a month. But for whatever reason, you never can get past 7. You just get so close every single time. You just miss it. The reason why is not that you are not mentally ready. Okay. You've done the mental work. You've done the physical work. You put in the hard work, actually learning, growing, whatever it is you got to do, actually showing up and doing actual work itself. But then there's, you're stopping yourself. The reason why is because energetically you haven't cleared space. You don't have an energetic container. Your life is this big right now, and this is how much energy it can hold. And what you're asking is for a life that is this big. And so this is where the block is. You have to expand your energetic container to go from 7,000 to 10,000. And that's what this is. This is where the block comes, because you have been able to receive that guidance, but you are cutting yourself off from it. Okay. So there is a mental block to receiving the intuitive guidance here. So let's see, how is that impacting you right now? This is a fast reading, 4 wands. It's literally keeping you, not just impacting you, but it's impacting your whole life in every direction: mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, friends, family, career, health, wealth, love. The whole shebang is being impacted because you're not playing small, but energetically, you're keeping yourself contained in a small container. And what they're asking you is, if you want to get beyond that, you're going to have to energetically break free and expand that container so that you can receive the abundance that you know that you want, the abundance that you know is your birthright. So where are we going? I couldn't even get the question out before the card came flying out. Let's get that to focus there. There is the Sun. Here is Leo. And what else we have? Oh, speaking of Leo showing up twice, there's the Queen of Wands. That's Leo as well. So this is you really getting rid of these limiting beliefs. Okay, I love the Queen of Wands, and she is my favorite queen. Okay, she's the fire queen. I'm the fire queen myself here, Sagittarius, so I feel her very strongly. But the thing is not that I don't love us fire signs, but we can be a little bit dramatic sometimes, and we can be a little also the fire signs. If we don't get our way, we have a tendency to be, of all the signs, the ones that are most likely to ghost. Okay, and so that's the energy of what's been happening. You're being told to knock that energy out. It is time for you to really upgrade. It's time for you to really expand, to really be able to energetically look. When we talk about the sun, you know, what is the sun? Pure energy, right? So this is your ability to take what you already have and energetically expand. This means actually doing the work, and I don't mean like, you know, the thing that you get paid to do. I'm talking about the energetic work, going and doing meditations, going and seeing healers, counselors, therapists, meditating, whatever that takes, whatever that means to you, to be able to find the energetic space. What this means when we say expand your container, what we mean is you are holding on to energy, whether it's unhealed wounds, whether it's pain, anger, rage, sorrow, loss, grief. You're holding on to it and you're not letting it eventually dissipate, because your natural being is a being of love, of light. Okay, it is not a low vibrational being, it is a high vibrational being. And when you're holding on to these low vibrations, that is what is keeping you in lower vibration. When you are able to heal those energies, release them, and actually move on past them, now you have room for an expanded container. Does this make sense? I hope it's making sense. And so this is really looking at moving forward, looking at the bad behaviors. And I don't want to label them bad behaviors, but how are you keeping yourself in a small energetic container by keeping yourself locked into anger, fear, worry, grief? And grief is a tough one. I understand how hard that one is, because grief really just has no time. It works its way on its own schedule. But you know, fear is a big one. Anger, righteous rage, you know, or self-righteous rage. There's that as well. Okay. And just this need, you know, to just always, I know people who I just want to hold on to that low vibration. Why? That's what's keeping you playing small. That low vibration that you're insisting on finding all the time is what's keeping you locked in to this small box. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at our blocks, even though I feel like we pretty much have covered them. Holy cow, look at this. Virgo showing up here with the Hermit. Yeah, this is a YP, not an MP. I don't know if y'all know that saying. I will never forget the day my 8-year-old son looked at me and said that. I'm like, did you just say that's my problem, not your problem? But this means quit putting your stuff on everyone else. Okay, it's taking a good hard look in the mirror and doing some self-reflection and really cleaning up and dissolving the stuff. You know, here we have the Queen of Fire, right? And she's being put out, and see how he's sitting on that fire and he's letting that fire just burn through what no longer serves him. You know, getting rid of pain, worry, anger, grief, fear, longing, discomfort, whatever it is that the story that you're holding on to, whether it's, you know, a childhood memory, whether it's something that's a lover that's betrayed you, whether it's just life in general, it's time to quit holding on to that and making that your personality, because that is not who your natural personality is. The block is you got to find out who you are at a soul level, and as a soul, you came here to love. It's just that simple. All right, so guidance and advice for you, and we will wrap it up for the day. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and look, this is super important because we go from the Queen of Wands in reverse, that holding on to fear and anger and disruption and just not being of your natural being, which is love. You know, having that first reaction of fear, of hate, of anger, of worry, of stress, of anxiety, of whatever that lower vibration is, that is not who you are. That is keeping you ungrounded and unstable. Their advice is to seek your natural being. And your natural being is one of grounded creativity, okay? You know, it's very interesting to me that when human beings don't have bills, let's say you are extravagantly wealthy. Have you ever noticed the extravagantly wealthy almost always go into creative projects and ventures? That's because when you have nothing to worry about, when you are in your alignment, when you're grounded, when everything is flowing towards you and you're being supported, your natural being is that of creativity. And that's what they're saying. In order to get grounded, you're going to have to let go of the worry, the fear, and start being creative. And by that, I mean being open to receiving, being open to receiving new insights, new answers, new ways of thinking, doing, and being. And as you do, as you let go of worry, fear, hate, anger, excuse me. There's a lot of energy coming up through my throat. So there's a lot of negative words that you automatically must say about things that you need to catch yourself. You need to catch what is my automatic response to every situation and which ones are negative, and focus on what you're saying. Because, you know, words, they call it cursing, curse words. They call the curse words cursing for a reason, okay? And if you'll catch that, if you'll focus on letting go of this and getting into this more grounded state of loving and just trying to shift yourself back to who you came here to be, that is when the abundance comes in. You don't understand that your abundance block is literally you limiting yourself with worry and fear. And look at the underlying energy as if I needed to say anymore. To support this, we have Devil showing up with the Five of Wands. In other words, your toxic worries and fears are what is keeping you trapped in a cycle of just repetitive things that are not serving you. Repetitive situations, people, places, and things, worries, fears, anger, repeating patterns, habits that don't serve you. If you're wondering, why is it I can't break through this glass ceiling of the paycheck that I'm at, or the economic place that I'm in, you know, the rich, poor, anywhere in between, right? Of course, that's all just a state of mind, really. It's like, there is no such thing as poor. That's just what we've decided it is. But if you're wondering why you are where you are, it's because you're not allowing yourself to be abundant, because you're keeping yourself locked into fear, worry, and all that stuff. And I know it sounds very simple, and you're like, Toni, it's just too simple. I understand you think that it is, but I'm living proof that if anybody can change their mind and let go of hate and anger and worry and shift way the heck up from like the lowest low and the poorest poor to dang, you're doing good, girl. It's me. I'm here to tell you, yes, it can be done. Absolutely, it can be done. I am living, walking, breathing proof. If I can do it, you can too. Okay? All right, y'all. If you stuck around, you should subscribe because you know you want to. I love you so much. Come on back tomorrow. I'll see you then. I'll see you again. Take care of yourself.